You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. Good day to you. Wednesday.
It's a heck of a day this morning.
What day is it,
John? We don't know.
Anybody here know what day it is?
Middle of
Wednesday.
another week.
Yay.
Middle of another week. Let's see what's going on here. Our fifth president, James Monroe, was born this day.
Okay.
Penelope Cruz, actress, is 47. Jessica Alba is 40 today.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Jessica Alba. And former Iraqi president and dictator Saddam Hussein, born this day. He was also, he lost a little hide-and-seek competition back in 2006.
He did indeed. Our dog is not happy about that.
U.S. military. We'd like to welcome Cassie to the show.
We really need to get her out of the studio.
I apologize.
Keep her on. It ends. It was 1919, the very first jump from a plane, U.S. Army Air Corps, with a ripcord-type parachute.
Okay.
And Mr. Les Irvin took that jump, who apparently drew the really short straw.
Did it work, though? Because apparently it worked.
It did, yeah.
Can you imagine being that?
No,
that would.
No, there's no way.
What am I doing
no
again?
way.
Just jump. It'll be fine.
They would
you
have to
came
push
up with
me.
this, and then you pull this thing, and there you go. Sure. I'm down
What if
with
it doesn't work again? Well, then I guess we all feel really good.
2014, I really like this guy. It was actually the last late night show that I actually watched just about every night. Craig Ferguson
Oh, yeah.
announces that he's leaving the Late Late Show.
I remember that.
Guy was
I was
just
so sad.
he was a blast. 2019, this is amazing. American diver Victor Vescovo makes the deepest dive ever to the bottom of the Mariana Trench, 35,849 feet deep.
That's a big deep dive.
And then
That's
a little
big
note here.
deep dive.
It actually says he finds a plastic bag.
That's what he found down there?
That's what it
Okay, totally worth it.
I guess it's either from a dollar store or a Walmart.
Most likely.
I thought I was going to help.
Yeah, she's not better for you, is she?
Our dog is being pretty feisty. Dan's just like rolling his eyes. Like,
We're professional.
Is this what it's come to?
It is, because it isn't like, you could kennel her up or something.
I think we probably should.
We
will.
Well, I know, we all know, and there you go. If you are into dog obedience, call now. It's 933-1980. Operators are standing by. All right, we can just forge ahead.
We're going to do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris and our dog Cassie. Brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com. Are you ready to travel again?
Join us for the best week of your life.
The Sands is an immersive Gen X era experience for 5 sun-filled and fun-filled days at Dreams and Secrets all-inclusive resorts in Cancun.
Enjoy music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Wang Chung,
Firehouse,
Honeymoon Suite,
CNC Music Factory,
The Jets, and more.
Make plans to join us for the Sands.
October 25th through 30th.
Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
That's radiotravelgroup.com. Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm ruggedly handsome. I'm a heck of a man. I mess around with nature whenever I can.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love the little critters and the big critters, too. Like to cook them up in a tasty stew.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, it's time for Critter Corner right here on Sunny. If you like the show, then send me some money.
He's Ranger Dan.
Cash and credit card only. Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
A heartfelt, snappy little salute off the Wells Judge Brim of the Ranger Dan cap to you, too. What's going on over there, Sergey? Hi, Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Heidi, as you know, we've been tripping our way through the alphabet here. Been going on a couple weeks now. And today's letter, spotlight letter, the letter we're featuring is what there, Tim?
I think it's
K.
Q.
Correct.
Q.
That's totally wrong. It is Q.
Yes!
Q. And here's kind of the downside of the Q. There ain't a whole lot of critters running around that start with the letter Q. In fact, about all I could hunt up is a quail.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. I was kind of thinking koala bear, but apparently that's not Not a Q at all. So we got the quail, and quite frankly, there ain't a whole lot of excitement going on with quail. So let's see here. Primarily quail. Well, it's a bird.
Yeah.
Quail happens to be well related to the pheasant, which is a whole different story. Although the two really look nothing alike. In fact, quails are kind of teeny tiny. They're just not big at all. Just around. Well, they grow to be 5 to 8 inches in length and weigh in around, I don't know, under a pound. So
Right. They're so cute.
Takes a lot of those to get full.
It does. So, and this we're going to take kind of a left here. We once had a vice president named Quail.
Yeah,
We did?
Dan.
Yep, James Dan Firth Quail, and he went by Dan Quail.
Yeah.
Great first name. There's really nothing in common with the quail birds we're talking about. In fact, except quails, the birds, do hide in bushes, and Dan Quail did hide behind President George H.W. Bush. Also, neither Dan Quail, the vice president, or the bird quail were very good at spelling, especially the word potato. And finally, apparently, I guess it's just kind of an assumption, but they both kind of taste like chicken. Well, that's all the time we have today, little Radio Rangers. Tune in tomorrow. Hopefully we'll find a letter that actually has some exciting critters attached to it. Until then, this is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me!
Yes, sir.
Addiction. It's a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those who love you the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, broken relationships, and, if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Dan Farris back in the studio. We got Cassie out of here, by the way.
The dog.
Yeah, our dog.
Yes.
Well, fake dog. It's not a real dog. Let's be honest here.
She's
Give
a
you around
real-
again a little bit.
It's
but
one of
she's-
those shivery pea purse dogs that Paris Hilton would carry around as stuff.
She's adorable.
That's, okay.
And then now John's phone goes off. See, we're just not
Why?
prepared today.
I turned it off. Call you later, Mom.
40 years ago when I went into broadcasting, my big hope was to be surrounded by the best in the biz and professionals.
And here you are.
Here I am.
Surrounded. That's a relative term.
Want to welcome Amplified Detailing.
Oh, yeah.
To the
Best
Sunny-
in the business,
the Sunny
right there you
family.
are.
Emmett and Kevin and the crew, Amplified Detailing. In fact, they went through the Sunny Hummer a
Yeah,
week
they got all
ago.
the glitter off the seats. And
And it was like a treasure hunt for him.
Yeah,
In fact, Emmett kept texting me going, "You won't believe what I found." Oh, I assure you I will believe.
I would believe anything you have to say.
that's where my collection of fast food napkins went.
And here's part of the deal. If you've ever had a vehicle detailed,
They did a great job.
You shop around, oh my goodness, and their pricing is amazing. And
Oh,
right now
yeah.
they got a great Mother's Day special going on.
Yeah.
And they pick up and deliver, too.
How cool is that?
No problem. You just give them a call at 214-7809, 214-7809. And, man, they'll make it happen for you. Amplified Detailing. So there you go.
Really, really cool.
What's going on? Well, there's rumblings already. It seems like just yesterday we had a mayoral election here in this town.
It was more than yesterday. It was a little while back.
Yeah, and Mayor Paul Tenhanken, it looks like he will be re-upping and running for a second term.
He and I were seated at the same table at an event not too long ago.
It was recent.
Yeah, it was really fun. And his wife was between us. He set his wife between us so I wouldn't talk his ear off all night. And I almost asked her if I could finish her steak.
So he throws his wife under the bus?
Right.
She's a sweetheart. She was very
Wow.
nice. It was
I'm not
fun to
saying
visit
she's
with.
not.
No, she's awesome. But she didn't finish her steak, and I was like, would it be rude of me to
You
ask
eat
you
that?
to finish this?
You eat that?
I decided not to.
Campaign email did go out to Tenhanken supporters on Monday. However, even though the mayor has yet to officially announce his desire to run for another term, according to Dakota News Now, in the email sent, Mayor Tenhanken touches upon how, quote, Sioux Falls is poised for great things.
It is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He also petitioned supporters to make a contribution to help him, quote, keep Sioux Falls moving ahead.
Yeah.
You recall he ran against Jolene Letcher, who I also happen to know, and he got 60% of the vote. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Think of all the people you know in this town. Who would you like to see as mayor? If you could pick anybody in this city, who would
Are
it
you
be?
asking me right now?
Yeah.
On the spot?
Yeah, you know a lot of
Me.
people. Yeah.
I think he's
Well,
doing a good
Heidi's
job.
obvious.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
I would vote for Heidi in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I would. Well, things would get interesting. We'll put it that way.
Things would change
The problem is
real quick.
she could not be on the radio if she were running for any
Correct.
public office.
So you're telling me
now.
that's all I have to do to get her off the radio?
Could I be on the radio once
Kind of
I
dropping some hints here, John.
could I be on the radio once I were elected?
That's a great question.
I don't know.
I would imagine.
I don't know, probably.
So I'll just take a little hiatus and run for office.
Why not? I'll be your campaign manager. I'm extremely average at this stuff.
Yeah,
Could possibly go wrong.
I think we got this.
Oh, I think this is a terrible idea.
So election will be held April 12th, 2022, so pretty
You know, there's-
much exactly a year from now.
You know, there's an election going on, like, starting next week.
I know school board's
board.
coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that little election is sneaking up on us.
And I want to say I think there's 4 people.
maybe
running.
5. There's 2 seats open.
Okay.
I know 2 of the people that are running. I've met 2 of the people running. I've not met everybody, but I met 2 of them, and I didn't. I guess it didn't even dawn on me that this happens at a different time than other
It
elections.
does. I ran for Sioux Falls School Board in '96, I want to say. Yeah.
Is it fun?
No, that's a cesspool. It's one of the most toxic things in the planet. Yeah.
I'm not going to ask any
No,
follow-up questions.
it's horrifying.
I
Really.
can only imagine it'll go downhill if I do.
I ended up in counseling for like 6 years afterwards.
Jeez. All right. Well,
I was in
I was.
if anybody listening happens to live in the Sioux Falls area, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but I think we should surprise everybody, and a lot of people should go out and vote. We've got like 2 weeks to do it. There's like a window from like the 3rd to the 14th or something. So I think it'd be a good idea for people to go out and like vote, because a lot of people don't do that because it's one of those elections that's not, in our minds as important.
Yeah, the school board thing
really
doesn't
is.
draw a lot, and it
is
really
important.
should.
really
Really is. Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks for having me, John Heidi. Gosh darn it, you two. You dogs running around. You don't turn your phones off. It's fantastic.
It's a stressful morning, Dan. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by ShopLocalSiouxFalls.com.
If you're looking for special prices on some pretty amazing products, check out the website radiosavings.com. We're adding new items all the time, so you might find something cool. And you can save money when you buy stuff at radiosavings.com. One other thing many people like, many of the products you'll find at radiosavings.com are made in the USA. Good quality items at great prices. Radiosavings.com.
We can save you more.
Radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic, and we have Dr. Harley with us. How you doing?
Doing great. How are you this morning, John?
I am fantastic, and we're going to talk about pregnancy, which is something that I don't know firsthand, but I remember when my wife was pregnant, there were some aches and pains that she went through, and that's something that is pretty common, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of low back pain is the number one thing that most pregnant women go through, especially as they get later and later into the stages of pregnancy. The last couple of weeks, from my understanding, are not so fun. I haven't had any babies myself yet, but just seeing a lot of pregnant women find out a lot of times it's the last month or two that they're ready to just be done with it.
And when it comes to chiropractic, that probably isn't necessarily how they're going to deliver the baby, but there are things that you're going to help them with that's going to make it a lot easier, and then also after the fact too, right?
For sure. Yeah. We see pregnant moms, before, during, and after their pregnancy. It just helps them to be more comfortable. And there's actually a lot of research out there that shows that chiropractic care can help reduce labor times and delivery pains by up to 40 to 60%. And I always like to say, it's like, what mom wouldn't want to, know that? A lot of our patients that we tell them that about, even when they're, older and they've already had kids, they're like, oh man, I wish I knew that when we were having a baby, because, it's not so much fun when you're having a lot of aches, pains, and let alone the morning sickness and all the other things.
When it comes to pregnancy and chiropractic, if I come in while I'm pregnant, can you perform chiropractic on someone who's completely like 9 months pregnant, or is there a time where you go, okay, we got to wait, or how does that work?
Yeah. I mean, it's never not a good time. Even like, oh, well, I'm already this far along. Is there going to be any hope? Well, really the biggest thing we're doing is helping their pelvis, their hips to move better. Because when you're getting ready to give birth, you want your hips to be able to move so baby can come out a lot easier. Because a lot of times the prolonged labor times and increased pain is because their hips aren't opening up and they're not moving. So they're having a hard time giving birth. But before that, if baby's sitting really hard on your hips and one of your hips not moving like the other one, you're going to have a lot of low back pain, or sciatic pain is a pretty common one as well. So as chiropractors, we see a lot of pregnant women in all different stages, even leading up to birth when they're 9 months pregnant. Now you're like, well, how does a pregnant woman lay on their stomach? Because that's what a lot of adjusting is, right? They're on their stomach. Well, one, there's tables designed to give to go down when you're, laying on it when you're pregnant. But also we have pregnancy pillows. So basically it's like a big foam pillow that the middle's carved out on, that basically it supports their belly. So they're not just laying right on top of their belly. They have good support from that pillow. So we're able to adjust their hips and keep them moving. So they are a lot more mobile and happier during their pregnancy.
That's awesome. Can I use that pillow when I'm in here too?
I mean, yeah, if you feel like you want to have a little more belly support.
I've got a bit of a belly. So now if somebody listening would like to learn more about Balanced Life Chiropractic, what's the best way to get in touch with you guys?
You can shoot us email or a text with our phone number, or you give us a call at 605-215-1785. Abby or Weston would be happy to tell you more about us and get you scheduled for something. But you can also message us on Facebook as well, Balanced Life Chiropractic.
You can find them online, balancedlifesd.com. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, John. It's great talking to you today.
Absolutely. Again, Balanced Life Chiropractic with Back to the Basics in Healthcare on this Wellness Wednesday.
I kind of feel like I've been talking about bettercreditcards.com forever now, but we want to mention that bettercreditcards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. Why should that matter to you? Because this can save you money every single month. There's no fee to check it out, so when you get a minute, click on the website bettercreditcards.com and see if we can help you find a better credit card. Do it today. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
It is Holy Humor Month, brought to you by Crossroads Book and Music in Sioux Falls, and we're wrapping up. This is our final week of Holy Humor Month, and I'm super excited to have Mr. Daniel Bruns joining us right now from City Church. How you doing, sir?
Good.
Before we get to the joke, we got to talk a little bit about City Church. Tell me a little bit about the history of City Church and how long this has been around.
You bet. Yeah, City Church started a little over 2 years ago publicly. The unique thing about us is we are a network or a collective of micro churches or house churches. So our Sunday meetings are not regular, not weekly. We focus much more on smaller expressions throughout our city during the week.
That's really cool. And if somebody's interested in learning more about this, or maybe even saying, hey, I'd like to host something like that, how do we find you online, or how do we get involved?
Sure. SF as in Sioux Falls, citychurch.com, sfcitychurch.com.
sfcitychurch.com. That's pretty darn easy to remember.
Yeah.
And then are you on all the social medias and things as well?
Oh, you betcha. Yeah, Facebook is probably our most used outlet.
Very nice. sfcitychurch.com. And it is Holy Humor Month, and I've been told you got a pretty darn good joke for me.
I think it's pretty good.
All right. I am ready when you are, sir.
Sure. I heard this joke from a dentist. I used to run a painting business. He was shocked to hear that I wanted to become a pastor. And he says, "Oh, you want to become a pastor? I have a joke for you." So this is the setup. A pastor walks into a bar and sees across the room a woman that, in what of appearance would look like is a prostitute. And so she walks over to him and she says, "This is your lucky night, fella. I've got a special game for you. I'll do absolutely anything you want for $300, as long as you can say it in 3 words." And the pastor replies, "Hey, why not?" He pulls out his wallet, one at a time lays $300 bills on the bar and says slowly, "Paint my house."
That is awesome. That'd be a pretty darn good deal to get a house painted for $300.
Yeah, I agree.
I love that. Again, if people would like to find you, Pastor Bruns, where do they find you?
sfcitychurch.com or City Church Sioux Falls on Facebook.
Very nice. sfcitychurch.com. This has been Holy Humor Month, brought to you by our friends at Crossroads Book and Music in Sioux Falls.
Addiction. It's a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those who love you the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, broken relationships, and, if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, April 28th, 2021. Tuesday was another quiet day of trading for the major markets, but that all came to an end after the close of the session. Reports from Microsoft and Google parent Alphabet both beat the consensus estimates and sent their respective markets moving off in different directions. Shares of Alphabet gained more than 5% in the wake of the report, while Microsoft fell nearly the same amount. Market action Wednesday is going to be hot, with traders shedding underperforming names in favor of those with proven results. Earnings-driven action will heat up again after the close, with reports from Apple and Yum brands, to name a few. The FOMC is not expected to change its policy stance, but a shift in sentiment towards inflation could send the market reeling. Based on reports from Alcoa, Packaging Corporation of America, and the rising price of oil, it looks like inflation is here and fairly strong, too. You can get the inside track in your inbox at marketbeatminute.com.